Vlogging every day in April. It's hard.
It's hard. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another day of Veda. Another request for a video that I got on Twitter was to talk about my favorite places to get Dapper Day outfits. Dapper Day is this month. It's at the end of April, for Disneyland at least. It's the 22nd and 23rd of April. And just a friendly reminder, my company Fanflare, where I sell pins, is gonna have a booth at the Dapper Day Expo, which is free to the public. You can come to the expo even if you don't have a park ticket and shop all the awesome vendors that are there, including myself, and we will have our pins at discounted rates. We will also have patches available for the first time, and we even have some pins that are exclusive just to Dapper Day. So if you're considering coming, definitely come see me at the expo. I'll be there both days, April 22nd and 23rd. But anyway, I'm just gonna tell you guys where I usually look first when I'm putting together my Disneybound for Dapper Day. First of all, Goodwill, Salvation Army, all those different thrift stores are, of course, great options for Dapper Day. Where you live, there might even be some vintage stores that you can go look at that have literal vintage items that would be spectacular for Dapper Day. I know in LA, for example, there's a ton of stores on Melrose that I usually just go pop into to see if I find anything. I guarantee that somewhere near you there's a vintage store, and if you're someone who's totally into wearing actual legit vintage to Dapper Day, that is a great way to put together your outfit. Being true vintage isn't necessary for Dapper Day. It's just about dressing your best and being stylish and coming out and having a good time. So there's a lot of other options as well. So there's a few online stores that I like to look at right at the beginning of an outfit that I'm planning to put together. One of those is Unique Vintage, which I know you guys probably know about because they have like a ton of Disney bounding items in their shop. They just came out with the special collection for Beauty and the Beast. They're great. They have a lot of different styles, and you can search by color, which is going to be a theme that you notice with me. I love sites where you can search by color because for Disneybounds, you obviously have colors in mind that you want for your outfit, and so that feature on certain sites makes it way, way, way easier. So Unique Vintage is, as it sounds, a vintage inspired online store, so obviously everything that they sell would be appropriate for Dapper Day, and they come in handy like constantly. A lot of their Disneybound items might just be like exactly what you need for Dapper Day, so definitely check them out. Everyone I mentioned will be linked in the description box below. Another store that I've used a lot in the past, but is somewhat controversial at the moment, is Modcloth. Modcloth recently got bought by Walmart's like parent or affiliate company, and so a lot of people don't feel like supporting them now that that's happened, which I completely understand. But I do have to say that in the past I have used Modcloth a lot. One of my favorite Dapper Disneybounds that I've done is my Wreck-It Ralph with Leo as Vanellope, and the brown suspender pants that I wore for that outfit were from Modcloth. Modcloth can get a little bit pricey, but their stuff is usually really great quality, and they have like a ton of options as well. And they let you search by color, which is my favorite thing in the world. And the last online brand that I usually look at when I'm starting to put together a bound is Pinup Girl Clothing, which I feel like a lot of you guys have probably heard of as well. They're always at the Dapper Day Expo, as is Unique Vintage. Pinup Girl Clothing is a great company. They make a large range of sizes. They let you search by color and cut and different stuff like that, and their stuff is definitely vintage inspired as well. And everything else I have to say is somewhat more complicated than those options. What I like to do for every outfit that I plan for Dapper Day is search for authentic vintage items on eBay and also on Etsy. eBay and Etsy both have a large community of people who are reselling used items that are either vintage or vintage inspired. For my Kermit Dapper Bound from last Dapper Day, I got that dress on eBay, and it's actual vintage from the 70s. But what's amazing is that you get these items on eBay and Etsy for less than you would probably get them at a vintage consignment store. I got my Kermit dress for $12. Sometimes it's not affordable, but a lot of the times you'll get lucky. For this year's bound, I've been buying my pants on eBay, and I've bought like a sweater on Etsy. You just have to type like the era you're looking for, color, style, different things like that, and you will find a lot of options on eBay and Etsy. Aside from that, I always use Amazon. Amazon, of course, is not actual vintage, and you might run into the issue of having stuff that a lot of other people have bought, but they are really great for finding the colors that you need fast or the accessories that you need fast. I've bought a ton of Fascinator bases from Amazon that I then go and customize to my outfit. It's really great if you've like found a vintage skirt and a vintage shirt and a vintage hat, but like you just need like the perfect cardigan in that one color, you know, lilac cardigan, and you got it on Amazon 100%. A lot of the times with 2-day shipping. So usually the order that I go in when I'm starting Unbound is I look at those specific stores that I listed, then I'll look on eBay and Etsy, then I'll go to Amazon, and honestly last, because I'm lazy, is actually going and shopping in person, but that might be more your cup of tea and you might flip the order. But those are all the different places that I look for Dapper Disneybound items. I have never been let down. That's my foolproof way to find the stuff that you need for your Disney Dapper Bounds. So if you have more specific questions about anything I mentioned in this video, be sure to leave it in the comments below. Again, I hope that if you're planning to go to Dapper Day, or maybe if you weren't planning to go to Dapper Day but I've convinced you because I'm going to be there with Fanflare, that you come to the Fanflare table at the Dapper Day Expo. Like I said, I will be there all day Saturday the 22nd, and I will be there most of the day on the 23rd as well. We're gonna have super discounted pins and exclusive items and a lot of other fun stuff happening. You know, opportunities for you to win free pins, stuff like that. So definitely come check us out. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
It's hard.
It's hard.